All right, hey everybody, I hope your day is going well. We're starting off our Friday with some very warm conditions, a little bit of cloud cover outside. I'm looking out the newsroom windows to start off our day, and we're not seeing too much sunshine to start off, but that's going to change this afternoon. We're going to get a ton of sunshine, and we're going to wish we had more cloud cover to kind of cool us off a little bit. So I already see a few people commenting in. Feel free to ask me your questions. Say hello if you'd like to. I see a few people saying hi. Hello there to Carl and Ann. Hello to Vera. I see saying, don't forget to mic check. Don't worry, Vera. We got that under control. And I'm in. He says, hello. Hello to you as well. So we're starting off our day again with a bit of cloud cover, but no rain out there. It is dry. The closest shower and thunderstorm activity is actually some severe thunderstorms, which are way off to our north, not going to be impacting us. We're talking up the I-35 corridor into central Oklahoma, so not anywhere near us. Now, before we get too much into our weather, I want to talk a bit about what's going on off the East Coast. Right now, off the coast of Delaware and New Jersey, there is a tropical storm. This is Tropical Storm Faye. It's expected to make landfall today and then continue its way off towards the north, becoming a tropical depression and then just an area of low pressure by the time it gets into Canada. But that system is going to be kind of impacting New England and the Northeast as a whole, into parts of Delaware, New Jersey, and really, I say Northeast as a whole. What I mean is coastal Northeast, not necessarily into western New York and closer to Erie, Pennsylvania. Not going to be as much of an issue for them. But if they're along the coast, that's where they could get a little bit more rainfall. So Marvin says, hopefully rain in New Braunfels. I wish I could give better news, but not looking like good news for any rain in New Braunfels, Marvin. Matt says, what's up, dog? What's up, Matt? I hope you're having a great day. Kenneth says, hola. Hola to you as well. I hope your day is going well. So that's just a quick update on the tropics. That's the only system out there right now, not even any other spots that we're watching for possible tropical development. That will change, though, as we make our way into the month of August and then into early September. I will tell you, one of the more active times for the Gulf, when it comes to big Gulf storms, some of the worst storms that have ever hit the northern and western Gulf of Mexico occurred in those last 2 weeks of August and the first 2 weeks of September. That's your Katrina and Harvey. That's also, gosh, what's another storm? I can't even think right now, but two of them would be Katrina, Harvey. Isaac was another one. Isaac hit in that time period. But Gustav, Hurricane Gustav, which hit south central Louisiana. That's just a few of them. But some of the worst storms that have ever hit the west and northern Gulf occurred in the latter part of August, early part of September. So that's going to be a time period where we're watching extra close. Right now, though, no concerns here for Texas and no concerns for the Gulf of Mexico as a whole. But, of course, we're going to keep a close eye and keep you updated throughout hurricane season. More people saying, what's up? I see What's Up Cat by Javier. What's up, man? Hello from Alan, and Javier also sharing a little bit of a laugh there, too. So I hope you're all having a great day. Let's talk a little bit about weather here in South Texas now. Mold is at a light level, so is pigweed. So shouldn't have too much of an issue with allergies today. There's that cloud cover I was talking about, by the way. Check out the San Antonio airport. Seeing it already starting to break up a bit. Same at Calaveras Lake, where we have temperatures in the mid-80s at 84 degrees. A little more sunshine there, shining down on some of the fields below. Northwest San Antonio, though, still looking a little bit hazy and a lot of cloud cover out there to start off the day. You see the temperature just update, now showing 88 degrees at Northwest San Antonio. So, as we make our way throughout today, we're going to see that cloud cover break up, and it's going to get very hot. We actually have heat advisories in place for some spots. No rain expected, though. Again, the radar is dry. It's expected to stay dry as we head throughout today. We have a heat advisory in place through 7 p.m. Now, this doesn't include everybody. A lot of the hill country is not included in this. But take a look over towards the Rio Grande Plains. And when you get closer on towards the southern Edwards Plateau, that's going to be the area that is located right throughout here. Whenever I talk about the southern Edwards Plateau and the Rio Grande Plains, we're talking about over here. And that's where we're seeing a little bit more in the way of really hot conditions today. You'll see that coming up in a moment. Bexar County is excluded from the heat advisory, but that doesn't mean it's not going to be hot. Temperatures are still expected to soar, so just be ready for the really big heat this afternoon. Take plenty of breaks if you're going to be working outside. Drink plenty of water, and think about those around us who may not have air conditioning, some of our neighbors who may not have it. Help them find a way to stay cool while we also have to practice social distancing. Taking over a glass of ice water or a pitcher of ice water for them. Just think about a way to help your neighbors out in this time. Something that happened yesterday, meteorologist Megan Massey and I were taking a bike ride along the Salado Creek Greenway, and when we were riding, somebody was on the path. They had gotten off their bike and were sitting on the path. They didn't have enough water. We had to give them our water because they were dehydrated. They were showing minor signs of some heat exhaustion, and we had to give them our water. Remember to overpack water. If you're going to be out on the greenways, out doing any hikes, overpack. That's not just for today, that's for the next week or to even 2 weeks. It's going to be very hot. If you do choose to go outside in the peak heating of the day, overpack water, have a way to stay cool, and don't overexert yourself. Guys, I can't stress that enough. Our medical personnel and our all of our emergency crews out there have been working extra hard here these past few months. Don't make them have to work any harder than what they already have to do right now. Play your part and stay safe whenever it comes to heat. Heat can be very dangerous. So let's continue through the timeline here. Today, right now actually, temperatures sitting in the mid to upper 80s for much of the region. Rock Springs still sitting at 79. We have 82 in Kerrville and 81 in Bernie. The temperature's really on the rise. San Marcos is already at 90. Notice the dew points sitting up there in the 70s. It is very humid, a very soupy air mass overhead, almost feeling tropical outside, and that makes it feel even hotter than what it actually is. It feels more like 102 in Beeville, 102 in George West, feeling like 91 in Floresville. 94 is what it feels like right here in central Bexar County in San Antonio, so it feels hotter than what it actually is. Remember to keep that in mind when you're outside too. It will feel a lot hotter than what it actually is outdoors because of that humidity. We've been talking about heat index values, what it means, and how humidity plays a role in the summertime on our Cloudy with the Chances of Learning this week. So you can go back and watch that on YouTube or Facebook, of course. We've been keeping the learning going here as we've made our way throughout the summertime for all the kids. So, by 5 p.m. today, 102 in San Antonio. Check out Eagle Pass and Carrizo Springs, also sitting at 103 to 102 in Cotulla. It's going to be hot, guys. We move into tonight. Cloud cover is going to build in again a bit, but watch as it breaks up as we head throughout the day on Saturday. Tons of sunshine and the temperatures soar. We're talking about triple-digit heat and no rain in sight. We will be staying dry as we head throughout the weekend. A great weekend for the pool, the river, or the lake, as long as you're practicing that social distancing. And guys, remember to wear plenty of sunscreen because the UV index is also going to be towards the very high to extreme levels this weekend. Protect your skin from the sun. If you've ever been to the dermatologist and they've had to slice something off, it's not that fun. So remember, protect your skin from the sun so you don't have to worry about that as you get older. So we make our way into Sunday, and the temperatures will be just as hot, guys. We're expecting temperatures into the triple digits again as this area of high pressure continues to sit over us. Notice the timeline, top right corner of the screen. It's going to go all the way through next Thursday. And you'll notice this high pressure, it just kind of scoots over us a little bit. So we're actually going to get even hotter, and we're expecting this rain to not go away. To not come towards us. We're not expecting any rain in other terms. So we're expecting dry and hot today, and that's what we have in the forecast through the next 7 days. That dry weather is just going to kind of stick around. You'll notice the rainfall forecast. There's nothing wrong with this map. There actually is no rain expected. We're going to be very dry here as we head throughout the next 7 days, which is not good news because the aquifer continues to fall. Stage 1 restrictions in place, and you see 654.4 feet or 57.4 feet rather, excuse me, for today. That has fallen about 3/4 of a foot from yesterday. The 10-day average below that 660 mark, which puts us into the stage 1 restrictions. And guys, I think we're going to continue to see this aquifer fall more and more as we head throughout the next week to possibly even 2 weeks. Now, there has been some rain in parts of San Antonio in July. It hasn't been much, no matter where you are, but we haven't had any rainfall at the airport. That's where the sensor is that gathers in the rainfall, and you see that we're an inch behind average for the month of July. We are now 3 inches behind average for the year, so it's been a very dry July. It was a dry end to June. We had a ton of rainfall at the end of May, but we haven't had any luck since then. Here's a look at the Drought Monitor. You see that drought conditions are slowly starting to grow into Bexar County now. We now have abnormally dry conditions in Bexar County and much of the hill country. Drought conditions have now shown back up in Victoria. We also have moderate to severe drought located in parts of the coast or the Rio Grande Plains and the southern Edwards Plateau. So as you get closer towards the Rio Grande, that's where some of the worst drought conditions are right now, and into parts of the hill country to go along with it. So speaking of the hill country, I want to talk a little bit about some of our hill country lakes. Canyon Lake right now showing at 96.8% full, no issues there. Remember, these lakes can be 100% full or more. There are flood pools, so there's no concern there. 96.8% full is absolutely fine for Canyon Lake, no big issues. Medina Lake, though, continues to fall. It's now at 1,046.43 feet. That means it's 62.7% full. And you can see on this graph it's getting lower and lower. I may have to change the parameters on this graph in order for it to fit on the screen properly if it does fall below that 1,045 foot mark. So again, Medina Lake really does continue to fall pretty quickly there. So I want to look at the 7-day forecast. How hot is it going to be? Guys, the heat index values are going to be way up there, maybe even hotter than what you're seeing there on Sunday. We may see the heat index values rise up to maybe even 110 even to 112. It's going to be very hot. While Bexar County's not in a heat advisory for today yet, that may even change this afternoon. Bexar County is going to probably be put under a heat advisory this weekend. So, guys, use caution out there in the heat. Don't overexert yourself. I told you on the Salado Creek Greenway, meteorologist Megan Massey and I came across someone who was suffering from some heat exhaustion, and they needed some water. Overpack the water, guys. That's so important to do if you're going to be outside in any of this heat. So, over the next 8 to 14 days, let's look beyond that 7-day forecast, get an idea of what conditions are going to be like here. It looks like the abnormally dry conditions aren't going to be as big of an issue for us, but it still could be just around average for this time of year for rainfall. We need above average rainfall. Around average this year for rainfall is not a lot. We don't typically see much rain in the month of July. So not looking like we're going to have much luck there whenever it comes to rain, not just for this week, but next week as well will be drier as that area of high pressure continues to kind of have a control over our weather pattern. The temperature outlook for the next 8 to 14 days, that above average heat that we're dealing with right now is expected to continue as we head from day 8 through day 14. So beyond the 7-day forecast, we're staying hot. Let's take a look at what the average should be this time of year. We should be at about 94 degrees. Look in the top right corner of your screen. You'll see that 94 is the average high, 75 is the average low. We're staying above that throughout this week. We'll stay above it for the next 8 to 14 days. So guys, practice that heat safety. I can't stress it enough. By the way, it's not just us. Let's look at the Lone Star 3-day forecast all across the state of Texas, showing that we have triple-digit heat. Look at El Paso, really getting up there in the heat, 107 to 108 degrees each day there. And then you see maybe even up to 109 in Lubbock there as we head throughout Saturday. Guys, the heat is going to be serious, even down towards Corpus Christi, where they typically stay a little bit cooler thanks to the maritime air mass from the ocean, the Gulf of Mexico rather, having a little bit of a cooling effect. Still going to stay hot with temperatures in the 90s there as we make our way throughout the next 3 days. Your Texas State Park forecast, for all of our South Texas state parks, showing the heat and lots of sunshine. If you're going to be headed out to do any hikes, this is for tomorrow, for Saturday. We're going to have temperatures in the 70s to 80s to start off in the day. They rise to the triple digits. Guys, if you intend to go to Enchanted Rock, really overpack water. If you've never hiked Enchanted Rock, you have a lot of sun exposure. It's very hot. Early in the morning, the better. I've mentioned that multiple weeks now, but I just want to stress it again. Pedernales Falls State Park, located off to our north. That is, I believe, is it in northern Blanco? I think it's in northern Blanco County because it's getting closer on towards Austin. But I believe it's still in northern Blanco County before you move off to the next county to the north, which it's not Burnett, I don't think. I think, I'm trying to think, what's the next county off to the north? If I can look at a map, I could let you know. But, yeah, so Pedernales Falls State Park is a great one. And, of course, we have the Guadalupe River State Park, which is a great one as well. You know, it is Burnett County and also Llano County. So northern Blanco County, that's going to be where Pedernales Falls State Park is. This is Burnett County, by the way, just off to the north. And then you have Llano County. And if you want a great state park to go to as well, guys, just a lot of people don't know about it. There's a beautiful waterfall called Gorman Falls located in San Saba County, and it's located about right here. A beautiful waterfall called Gorman Falls, and that's a Colorado Bend State Park. Check it out. That's another place you want to overpack water. Meteorologist Megan Massey had done that hike before I had even moved to Texas. And we brought our dog Ollie with us, and we were getting really short on water there at the end. So way overpack water, guys, whenever you do any of these hikes. So that's a little bit of information on your Texas State Park forecast. Comment what your favorite state park is, guys. I'd love to hear what some of y'all's favorites are. I've always wanted to go check out Devil's River State Natural Area in Val Verde County. I've seen photos of it, and it just looks beautiful. And I'm hoping to plan a trip there come late August. It looks really stunning, and I want to take my kayaks out there as well. So let's get into Cloudy with a Chance of Learning. Chemistry of Fireworks was Monday. Meteorologist Megan Massey did the graphics for that and how dew forms. The Chemistry of Fireworks was really cool. I learned a lot myself. Meteorologist Megan Massey is really good about looking into all these different cool, super sciencey topics, which, I mean, weather is sciencey too. It's just when I see it every day, it's not as, I guess, it's still amazing, but it's just not as on that next level as when I learned more about the chemistry of fireworks. I mean, it was really a cool talk, so be sure to tune in whenever we do these, of course, every day at 1 p.m. Meteorologist Megan Massey did that one on Monday, and that's living right now on our YouTube page. Just search Ken's 5 in YouTube, and you can also find it on our Facebook page, but it's typically a bit easier to find on YouTube because we have a special playlist for it. So, Christina says, stay home and ration water as well. Christina, that's great news there. I mean, that's good information to go by. Thank you for that. Samantha says hello. Seth says hello. I hope you're all doing well. Cindy says they're burning up in New Mexico. Yeah, it's been really hot out there. They've also had a lot of fire risk off to our west, mainly for Arizona, though, but New Mexico is definitely going to be having that risk as well. Cindy says, I'm 100 miles from Lubbock. It's very dry, hot heat. Yeah, that's kind of what we're going to be dealing with in San Antonio here as we head throughout the next week as well, Cindy. And then I see going to enjoy a cold beer underneath my patio. Man, that sounds pretty good too. That's another thing to do, and whether it's water, beer, or just a nice glass of iced tea, that all sounds good. I hear rosé sounds pretty good from Sharon. Sharon says rosé would be pretty good. That sounds good as well. Whatever you intend to do, remember just to have a way to stay cool and stay safe whenever we're dealing with this Texas heat. So guys, today, by the way, with Claudia with a Chance of Learning, we're doing the field trip to the San Antonio Zoo. We've done that the last few weeks. It's been a lot of fun. Be sure to tune in. I have really enjoyed these field trips. We did giraffes a few weeks ago, and guys, it was just so cool to watch them feed the giraffes and learn more about them. Again, the closest rain to us, if you wanted to go experience some, is way up in Oklahoma, so you just got to take a long drive up I-35. Guys, I hope you have a wonderful Friday. I hope you have a wonderful and safe Saturday and Sunday. Remember, the heat is going to be a big deal. We're expecting temperatures into the triple digits each day. We'll keep you updated right here at Ken's 5. I'll be on at noon with the latest update to the forecast. 4, 5, 6, and 10, Weather Chief Bill Taylor will be on. And guys, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your Friday and a wonderful weekend.